The Jock Denver song.
I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blown his
There's that fat leg again.
Already I'm so
That's why
alive to die.
Sorry, it just makes them think there's an earthquake.
So
See, all you
give
need to
me
say
a
earthquake,
smile
and then
to
they'll freak out.
me.
Oh my God.
Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go.
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Leaving on a jet plane.
Don't know when I'll be back again.
Oh, babe, I hate to go.
Hi, welcome to the Tug and Mule Show. I'm Tug, and I'm on the wrong side.
And I'm Mule. What do you mean you're on the wrong
It
side?
does. I don't look like I'm on the right side on my TV thing. Feels weird.
This
Supposed to be
video,
over here.
this
It's a
video,
me thing.
this video is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please contact your local representative regarding contractual language and contractual rights. This video and all opinions expressed in this video are why you gotta do it?
Oh, so sorry. Sorry.
All opinions expressed in this video by Wonder Rosie and Bionic Christine are our own and do not reflect that of our employer. All opinions expressed in this video are protected under the National Labor Relations Act. I did it. Yeah, it's been a while. Sorry.
So, on the last show, we updated you on the chickens. I think some people would like to be updated on the cigarettes. We are still kind of not, well, I'm kind of not smoking unless certain people are around. And then thank you so much when you are. I bum their cigarettes. You know you are. Thanks. But Christine's having a little bit more trouble than I am because the herbal cigarettes that we buy taste and smell like ass. And they're very hard to smoke. We tried several different brands. And they're pretty gross, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can find them all online. But I'm doing better than Christine, I would say. You know, I've had a few here and there, but I'm not on a regular basis smoking. So
I'm only smoking when I'm in my car driving.
Yes.
Him it.
And she's doing really good at telling me to fuck off when I ask her for one, even though she has them. So she makes me go smoke my ass cigarettes.
I do not bring them in the house.
No.
At all.
No, and I have flavored toothpicks now. Those actually work pretty good. Bubblegum, cotton candy, caramel apple.
How about that last pack of cigarettes you bought? The little ones that were like tasted like soap.
Oh, those were foul. There was one was supposed to be clove, and the other one, I don't know what. There was some kind of Arabic tea cigarette. No, it tastes like zest. It was bad.
It was like take the bar of soap and go.
See, because if you want to be a smoker, you should just wash your mouth out with soap. I think was the message they were trying to send us.
I don't know.
It worked.
Yeah,
it's not pretty.
No. And the smell. Oh my God.
Formaldehyde. We're burying people in our backyard.
I understand that you people get offended with the cigarette smoke. I get that.
Oh, let's smoke these around you.
Yeah.
You think cigarettes are bad? You'll beg us to smoke a cigarette around you. These are nasty.
Oh, okay.
They're nasty. So we're just letting you know, keep you updated on the smoking thing. So
we are going to talk to you today about FMLA. I had to take FMLA last year because my mom fell out of a tree while she was picking oranges and she broke her hip. And so I had to stay home and take care of her and the rest of my family while she was unable to do so. And I know we have questions with this. So I know we visited this a little bit before with the disability one, but we're going to get a little more in depth with you today. Ooh. So
Oh, you bumped it now.
I
Oh.
did. I did, because you weren't, doing this for me. So now I got to reach across. And
You did say you wanted me to open. Oh, it's just snotty shit. Oh my God. Snot. It's because she wants a cigarette.
where am I going here?
Right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Not
so no, that was it this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the Hartford, you have to file paperwork.
The first one, if you want to show them
That's your login to the account.
Oh, they logged me out.
No, this is these are the forms. You see, in California employees only. For some of them, where did we?
So there's an area inside the Hartford where you got to go to get all of your forms, and Christine's going to show you which forms you're going to need for FMLA, because FMLA is not the same as disability.
Claim for paid family leave benefits. So you need this form. And I don't recall filling this one out the last time, but I could be.
But they have changed their forms. It looks like they did update their forms most recently. So
Wow. So these are the forms this is the form you have to fill out for FMLA. There's another form. Which one was it? This one?
yeah, I believe it's that one.
Is it this?
Yes.
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 Okay. Part B on this form, where it says amount of care needed. I had to take my full 12 weeks altogether at the beginning of the year and take care of my mom and my kids and my dad and everybody else. So I clicked on continuous leave. Now, if you want to do the intermittent leave, now continuous leave, I'm going to tell you, when you get your EDD for the continuous leave, they're going to send you a 1099G, and it tells you how much you made through the EDD for your FMLA and the time you were gone. I was kind of concerned when I got this little form. I thought they were going to make me pay taxes on it. But when I did my taxes, they said no. So good thing. If you need intermittent leave, your kids have a problem diagnosis that requires you to be home certain periods of time, you have to have your doctor fill this out. And this was my favorite years ago, because I had this years ago. Because someone, I'm gonna say my BA, but I'm not gonna say who it was. And they asked me, they kept sending me this letter telling me that I needed to specify what days I needed. And I said, well, geez, if I knew what days I needed and I had this crystal ball that would tell me when my son was going to have a seizure, don't you think I would just tell you 3 weeks in advance that my son's going to have a seizure? I need that day off. So I couldn't figure it out, because this was not the form I had to fill out years ago. But you're going to intermittent leave, and the frequency. So if it's 4 days, 4 days per month,
yeah,
or whatever it is, but you only get 12 weeks. And every time you take one of these days, they use your entitlements. They will use your vacation time. They will use your sick time. They will use your FHPs to cover that time off. So you kind of burn through everything, and then you have no time to take off.
I think they can use do 1 week
Week.
of entitlements left. So if you have 8, they'll use 7.
So just so you know, this is where you get the intermittent leave.
But there's a difference between intermittent and the 12 weeks. So the 12 weeks is usually taken, like what Christine had said, when her mom was injured.
And this one, I don't remember this form, but we found it on the website. This is
That's definitely a new one.
California state disability information. I don't know why they would need it, but you fill out your,
If you're going on disability, it looks like this is the one you need.
yeah, I'm not,
Additionally to the other ones. So I would just fill it out, because you get into all kinds of problems. Because as you guys know, the biggest problem that we have is when we go out, whether we go on disability, they automatically put us on FMLA. And then we have that problem where we're on disability, and then they transition us from FMLA to disability after 12 weeks, then we lose our insurance.
which they are currently doing.
Which is, so it's just an ongoing issue that we all have had, and we're trying to get fixed right now with the healthcare. So, but one of the things you have to know is that, like, the 12 weeks of FMLA, that is for, like, what happened with Christine, where you have, a family member that got some kind of short-term injury, or you need paternity leave.
Yes.
Or, there's just some, you need a minor surgery, and it's not going to be that long, where you don't need a long period of recovery time. Whereas the intermittent is something where you have you or a family member have an actual ongoing long-term medical issue.
Correct.
That is going to be taking you out on a regular basis. Now, it may just be once a month. It could be, 4 times a month. It could be, varying times. But that's the difference between the FMLA 12 weeks and the intermittent.
Correct.
But you have to fill them out. And so with the intermittent, you have to have a certain amount of hours every year.
Yeah, it's half. I know part-timers get half of what we have to work. I don't know what we have to work anymore for that. I thought it was 18. I thought it was 1,800 hours the year prior. Unless some federal law has pushed
Changed
us
to
automatic 12 weeks. I will look it up, and we will put it in the description below. But I know that the part-timers have to have half the hours that the full-timers have, and they get half the time. So,
and TDU has a really great book called the FMLA Handbook. I would go on the TDU website and I would get that book. That is a great book to have for anybody that is just interested in just knowing and understanding FMLA.
And not to confuse the issue, but remember, if you're going on disability, you have to fill out the Western Region and Local 177. There's a form for them you have to fill out as well. And with my doctor, that's really not cheap.
Yeah, and we talked about that in our disability video.
So you can go back and see that one. We are going to talk to you about the pension we have, which I thought was really cool. Where did it? Oh, is it over there?
Very last one.
Okay. So the Western Conference of Teamsters Pension Plan. This is actually a great page to go to. You can look at your who you have as your beneficiary, what the plan summary is. So I encourage everybody to come in here and register and look through.
You can call them and make an appointment and get information about where you're actually at right now in your pension, and know like how much longer you need to work until you can retire, what your pay is gonna look like when you retire, what your health benefits are gonna look like when you retire, This is all information that you're going to need. And like Christine said, you can set up your beneficiaries. You need to have those set up. Because a portion of it for us, a portion of our pension can go to our beneficiary.
Yeah. So when we croak.
So you really need to check that out and get on there and start getting some information about your pension. Doesn't matter how long you've been there, you need to start getting that information and getting educated on your pension. And we also have the Pacific Coast Trust Fund, especially for those part-timers and those of us that are even senior employees.
We get quarterly reports.
We get quarterly reports on the Pacific Coast Trust Fund. So,
and then we wanted to also talk to you about one last thing. Let me make sure I get this right. It's on the, oops, where did it go? This one. And then it's on the IBT webpage.
yes.
Okay. It's on the IBT website. These are Teamster magazines. We get one in the mail every quarter. So as you can see, we have winter 2022, fall 2022. These come in the mail and they're also here online for us to view. If you don't get one, be concerned because that means your address is not right. That means that you're not going to get a ballot when it's time for UPSers to vote for their contract. You're not going to get a ballot when it's time for the Cisco employees to vote for their contract. So just so you know, if you're not getting your Teamster magazine, hook up with your local and get the information that you need to correct it.
It's vitally important. You need to be getting that magazine. And you should be reading it. You should be checking it out and find out what's going on in your union.
They have a lot of interesting things. I like the stuff in the back from the IDO, and those are interesting to me. But
right? You always see if you can recognize someone's name.
I
Okay.
saw Rome's name in
Moving
there.
along. I know Romy was in there all the time. He's all gone. Bye-bye. He's like Baltimore, the name we do not speak. Song you sing. I have the words right here. I'll do it.
Shaking cold, sands of men to roll.
I don't know this song. It's hers. Bye.